All right, section B. So multiplying decimals by a number that is less than 1. So everything yesterday, right, was, well, we did have the length of this Canadian roller coaster being less than 1, but most of them were all, I think, inside all numbers that were greater than 1, right? 6, 3, 2, 5, 1, all those. So what happens when we have numbers that are less than 1? All right? So iron is a part of our blood. It delivers oxygen throughout the body. A typical grade 6 student only needs 0.008 grams of iron each day, which is a very, very small trace amount which you can get from your food. How much iron would a grade 6 student need in 1 week? Well, keeping with the idea that there are 7 days in a week, right? Now, these ones are not difficult if we use the idea that when I multiply, I remove all the decimals, right? And am I going to need all these zeros in front of my 8? No, right? So I'm going to set my question up as 8 times 6. Okay, so I'm going to do the math. Everybody paying attention to me?
Should it be 8 times 7?
Oh, sorry, 7. Yes, there are 7 days. I was thinking grade 6. 7 days. Okay? So 8, so I dropped my decimals. All right, I dropped the decimals and the zeros because the zeros in front were just placeholders, right? I'll put them back in after.
The hole in the growth section wall was like opened up again.
So we went 8 times 7, so I multiplied the actual number here, times by 7, and I got 56. Now I need to go back and put my decimal places back in. Now I'm going to use my highlighter again, and I'm going to highlight my decimals. I got the 8, I got a 0, and I have one more 0. So that leaves me 3 decimal places that I need to put back into my question. The problem is that I only have 2. I got a 6 and a 5, right? So that means that I need 3 decimal places, so I should probably fill in a 0 in that spot. Then put my decimal. Now, sometimes I like to put a 0 in front. You don't always have to. But, so my answer is decimal 0.56 grams for 1 week. Right? See how sometimes when we multiply by very small numbers, we don't have actual numbers that are big enough to put all our decimal places in, so we fill in zeros. I needed 3, which is thousands, tens, hundreds, thousands. Make sense? So far? 3 decimal places? I need 3. Okay, let's try another one. So when you multiply a decimal less than 1 by a whole number, the product is less than the whole. So multiplying 0.0138 times 9 multiplies the whole number, then place your decimal in. So if I look at this number, the only thing that matters is the ones that are not zeros, right? So the 1, the 3, and the 8 timesing by 9. So again, I'm going to just do the multiplication. That's step number 1, is just do it. All right? 9 times 8 is 72. 9 times 3 is 27. Plus 7 is 34. No.
Yeah.
Am I right? Yeah. 34. There's the 3 and the 4. And then just keep going. Just turn the page. Yeah. Just keep going, Christopher. 9 times 1 is 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? So there is no way that my answer is 1,242. So I got to look back to my decimal, and I got to count how many of my decimals I got. I got this one, this one, this one, and this one. I can stop when I hit the decimal. There are 4 decimal places. I need a 10,000 spot. So I need 4. Currently my decimal is at the end, right? If I don't have a number in my decimal, it's currently at the end. And then I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. So my answer is going to be decimal 1, 2, 4, 2. 4 decimal places, 4 decimal places. Yeah, we're going to do B and C. So this makes sense. Okay, kind of. Try B on your own then. I got a 0.34 times 7. So you're going to multiply. What's the math part of it?
34 times 7.
Exactly. So you're going to do the 34 times 7. You're going to do the math of it. Then you're going to write me a decimal answer. All right? And if you need a multiplication chart, get one, please. How did that go, Morgan? How did it go?
Oh, it's fine.
It's okay? You understand what you're doing? Yeah. Okay. You ready to go now? Go. Are we getting faster at this multiplication thing?
I don't really know the decimal.
All right. But you can multiply it?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that part. 7 times 4 is 28. 7 times 3 is 21, 22, 23. Okay, so now, in any number, if there's no decimal, it's at the end, right? So 7 has a decimal at the end. I don't really care about that, right? I care about the fact that this decimal is not at the end. It's actually 2 of them in, right? I have a tenths and I have a hundredths. So when I have 2 decimal places, those 2 decimal places affect my answer. Right, Braden? 2 decimal places. Does everybody see that I only have 2 decimal places? Yes. So my decimal is currently right at the end. So it means I need to move it in how many places? 2. The 8 counts as 1. The 3 counts as the second. So my answer is going to go to 2.38. Oh, and I'm going to write it under. I'm going to write it here next to my decimal answer. 2.38. And I'm going to put a box around it because I know it's correct. So I'm going to go in once, twice. I need place 2 decimals. So Braden, how many decimal places are in C?
In C,
Yeah,
there's 4.
4. So that means that I'm going to do my multiplication. I'm going to do my math first. And then in my answer, my decimal answer, I'm going to make sure that it has 4 decimal places.
Yeah, so when we do the math, will we count the highlighted 0 too?
Do I need the 0 in front of the 4?
No.
So if I'm going to multiply, does this 0 up front do anything?
No.
No. So I don't need it. Because it's not going to change my answer in any way, shape, or form, right?
I did the question for C.
Good. You've already done it? Good. I'll give a moment for everybody else to check your math over. All right, 6 times 8 is 48. That one rhymes. I like that one. 6 times 1 is 6, plus 4 is 10. 6 times 4 is 24, and 1 is 25. So if it didn't have any decimals, I would leave it as 2,508. But Braden told me there was 4 decimal places. The 8, the 1, the 4, and the 0. So that means I got to go back and put in 4 decimal places. That's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4. It goes in front of the 2, and then a box goes around it. How many had that? Yes, you can put a 0 in front if you like. How many had that correct? Okay, can you wait? Just wait until I'm done. Give me 30 seconds. All right, flip over the page. All right. I give you, I think there's 20 of them. 20 of them, so you're going to write them out without decimals, right? You're going to go 6 times 4. You're going to write 24. And then you're going to give me an answer that has, if I squish my work up a little bit, there'll be space for me to write an answer. 6 times 4 is 24. Then I'm going to write an answer, right? How many decimal places do I have?
1.
1 right there. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to put 1 in. And I'm going to go 2.4 and I'm going to put a circle around it. That is what I'm going to do. Can we do this?
I don't think so.
Okay. And there's 2 questions at the bottom.
Do we have to do all the questions?
Would you think I'd give you questions that you don't have to do?
Send like this page.
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, you got to do them all. The whole page. Whole page. There's only 1 page. Okay? Yep. All right. All of them. Those 25 and then plus 2 and 3. Look, really, I'm only getting you to do 3 questions. See? 1, 2, and 3. 3 questions. This one just has a lot of A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. If I give them to you, you gotta do them all. All right.